Hey art nerds! Today we are talking about scheduling in my life with ADHD. So scheduling is how I get pretty much anything and everything done, from this YouTube channel to the blog to 7-inch Kara to any anthologies I might pitch, any contests I might enter, any conventions I might attend. Scheduling plays a huge part of how I plan, how I prep, and how I accomplish the things that I get done. I'm a person who has almost boundless amounts of energy. I've got energy to spare, but the only way I can really get that focused and actually get things done is by sitting down, making a list of the things I need to accomplish that day, and then plugging through it one by one by one. Otherwise, I am very, very prone to getting distracted and going completely off the rails on something completely not related. I am very easily excitable, and I'm very impulsive, and I am always acquiring new art supplies. So it makes it a challenge to keep myself on track. Today, I wanted to show you guys some of the methods I use to help stay organized. So this is Trello. Trello is group organization. It's a system for organizing groups of people, groups of things. Could be useful for anthologies. This is the Trello board for video editing. So there's 3 of us involved in my editing process. There's me, the content producer. There's Joseph, who occasionally edits videos. And then there's Chris, who we pay to edit the majority of videos. That's 3 people, not all in the same house, spread all across Nashville. So it really takes some organization in order to make that happen. So we have here multiple cards, planned videos, recorded videos. So these are videos that have, I usually don't even add things to this unless the video is in progress, and it's going to be in progress over a long period of time. On disk, so this is for transferred files. Editing shows me what Chris is currently working on. Edited shows me what he has already finished. Transferred means he's put it on OneDrive. Uploaded means I've downloaded it from OneDrive and I've put it on YouTube with the music and the cards. And then scheduled doesn't really get used too often because I actually have a scheduling book. So this is my month view planner. I pretty much only use it for the month view. There are also, let's see if I can find them, day-to-day breakdowns, which I pretty much never use, but I do use the month view for every month. Red means it's going on YouTube, red for the YouTube logo. Blue means it's going on the blog, B for blog, blue for blog. And I do this every month. I also have started marking with a little green square every single day I've worked on 7-inch Kara. I may also make notes to myself in the margins. I may also mark other important events using different colors, but red is always for the YouTube and blue is always for the blog. As you guys can see, it starts getting hectic. And I only put things down once it's been scheduled, so once it's set in stone. I don't write things down that haven't been set in stone because I will look at it and I'll think, oh, this has already been taken care of, and then I won't take care of it. If I don't have a red or blue pen, I use a highlighter. It doesn't really matter, but the color coding and coordinating helps me tell at a glance what I have for when. And I try to update on set days of the week. The YouTube channel is actually expanded into multiple days per week because I'm kind of working on closing the blog out. So we do 2 days a week usually for the blog and 4 to 5 days a week. See, this was my old schedule when I updated every other day. 4 to 5 days a week for the YouTube channel. And this isn't the only way I stay organized. I'm leaving for Japan on Wednesday, and I have a breakdown list of the next 5 days of everything I need to get done so I can be prepared to leave for Japan. And as they're accomplished, I check or scratch them off. And I love Knock Knock, that's the brand that makes these. I have several of these Knock Knock planners and I use them all, but I don't always use them all at the same time. I kind of pick the one that suits my needs. So this works really great for just making lists of things that need to get done day by day. But what about planning sort of series, longer form things? Well, I keep a diary. I don't always keep it every day, but I use it when I need it. Sometimes I'll write down my thoughts, sometimes I'll make lists of things to improve, and in this very relevant example, I actually have lists of the vlog topics I want to cover and notes for those for this My Life with ADHD series. So this is a place where I can just write down all my thoughts and make notes, and it's not cluttering up my other to-do lists. And I have like 5 different bookmarks in here, so I can just pop a bookmark there and be able to come back to it. And I even will use like post-it notes in there just so that I can add even more information. It gets a little messy, but it's useful for me because it's very organic. Things can be moved around, they can be removed, they can be scratched out with no real detrimental effect. When I'm planning for cons, some people will plan for cons for months, and I just don't have the stamina to do it all. This is my MTAC list. I actually made it in early February, and I'm not going to be able to get to it until I get back from Japan. But this is a list of the things I want to do or try to do before MTAC. Some of them are going to happen, some of them are not, but it helps me remember without having to keep that information at the top of my head at all times, because that's just never going to happen. Finally, there's systems of organizations for my comics. So every chapter I do, every mini comic I do gets its own folder. This is a reused folder, but this is for 7-inch Kara chapter 8. And I actually have, and I don't have it right here, but I have a backpack size file folder organizer, and I will put chapters like in progress chapters I'm lettering, chapters I'm working on in that, so I know where they are. And then once a chapter is completely finished, it goes to live with the finished pages in the finished page portfolio. So here I have, this is a little out of order because I'm actively working on it, but I have the script, I have my thumbnails, I have post-it notes to help me keep track of certain information. I keep things nice and clipped so that I don't have stray pages floating around. I have a sketchbook in here dedicated to chapter 8 outfits and chapter 8 designs, and they're organized by day. And then I also have chapter notes that I got from my beta readers that I printed out so that I could also write notes on them and have them right in front of me as I'm making my chapter corrections. And then sometimes I'll put additional notes for the chapter, just things to think about, in the folder itself. So if I need to plan a comic for a short period of time, and I wish I could show you guys my cicada summer planning, but unfortunately, being ADHD, I spilled coffee all over it, so I just threw that calendar away because I was switching over to a new one anyway. But what I did for that is I had a month where I could create a 10-page comic from start to finish. So I basically worked backwards from when I needed to have it finished, figured out how many days it was going to take me per page, and just kind of worked from there to plot out a schedule. I have a blog post coming out soon on scheduling and planning for your comics, so I hope that'll be helpful for some of you guys who are having maybe trouble figuring out your buffer, figuring out your workload, or figuring out how you can sustainably create a comic while living your ADHD life. So I hope this hopefully shorter vlog on scheduling will help you guys out, maybe give you guys some inspiration. I also use my phone and my smartwatch to help set alarms, things like that. Very basic ADHD kind of, this is what you do to save your sanity. I'm not going to go over that in depth unless you guys are curious about that, but I feel like that's kind of a different topic. So if you're interested, let me know, and that'll get a standalone vlog all to itself. So thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next My Life with ADHD, and I hope you guys share your own thoughts, experiences, and tricks with me in the comments below. Bye, guys! Being ADHD, I just realized I forgot something. So I actually use Discord as a really handy little organizational tool. So I work on 2 computers and my smartphone, and I used to be able to send things to myself through email, but for some reason my email does not allow that to happen. I may have changed some settings, I don't really know, but it gets marked as spam if it gets sent at all. However, I can use Discord. I also used to have OneDrive and Google Drive on my phone, and I can no longer upload images to either of them from my phone. I think they changed the app. I don't really know, but those tools that were once so handy for me are now broken. However, I can send images to myself and have quick and easy access to them across any computer where I'm accessing my Discord account. So the way I did this is I set up a private channel. It's called Notes to Self. I've got 3 boards because I don't really need more. General, where I just send myself photos of things that I'm working on. 7-inch Kara ideas, where I send myself Kara stuff. And then good ideas for the blog and YouTube channel. And it just makes it easy to have things kind of in one place. Another organizational tool I use, and let me see if I can pull it up, is my Pinterest account. And I've actually written about using a Pinterest account to create photo morgues for your characters. You can also use it to organize convention table ideas, set pieces for your comics, clothes for projects like inspiration. So having a Pinterest is also really helpful because regardless of, as long as I can sign into my account, be it from my phone or from another computer, I always have access to my references. And as long as you always pin your references, you're always going to have access to them so long as Pinterest is a thing, which really beats having these massive photo logs on, or photo morgues on my Google Drive and then on various computers, and then, oh, well, it's not on the right computer, so I can't get at it. This just makes it a lot easier. So those were a few of my ADHD scheduling, morphing into organizational tricks. Let me know what tricks and tips you guys have got. I look forward to learning from you guys and seeing what you guys have to share. And I hope you guys have a great day.